Broadcasting.
While I'm splashing in puddles like struggle, we dancing in the rain. I'm trying to do the same thing. Dance slow in the rain. Don't nobody gonna liberate the weight of the pain. Sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab. Got my pen and pad, booking instrumentals and smash. Catch the bus regardless. Trying hard to be an artist, but my A&R be calling me out my phone into his office. Being cautious, he don't want my record to break. Asking me how I think my project's progressing and shit. I say cool, but the truth is I'm stressing the grip. Cause it's hard to make music when this depression exists. They say you shit is inspiration, the best that he did. But I still say I can't handle this pressure. And if you ask me, stress is. My girl needs more attention and my record label's desperate for hits. Now I'm cause I'm getting out the zone again. Makes me start to dread when I see a microphone. It ain't supposed to be like that. I said I'll be right back. I left the office, got a phone and called my partner Jack, and I asked him, remind me why I'm rapping. And right before he answered, I remember my passion in the past when I was scribbling in my tablet to box out my mom and dad's rapping to help me when my grandmother passed. Plus the many times when I was homeless and the times when I was broke. This music made a way when I was hopeless. It told me to remember the rain, it'll diminish the pain. And he told me not to ask me again, cause I know don't nobody wanna dance slow when the rain. Smooth yours. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth yours. Smooth yours. Don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Smooth yours. Smooth yours. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth yours. Smooth yours. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth yours. Smooth yours. Don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Smooth yours. Smooth yours. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth yours. Smooth yours.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. It's Major League Baseball on a Friday night. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Kansas City Royals. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport. Bobby Witt Jr., always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, but it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. I mean, this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
Just about ready to go. And on the hill in this one, Seth Lugo. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. Just ridiculous. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Ready to go now? Jose Altuve up to hit here. And that's in for a strike. And we are underway in game one of the series. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
0-2.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Left field. Blanco makes the grab. One pitch and one out.
Batting third, the left.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense so they can swing the bat.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. A two-run homer, and they add a pair. It's 2-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat.
I'm excited to see that one again, but with the StatCast data, because that was a bomb. Oh, says he drove it out of here at 115 miles an hour.
I think I heard the ball screaming on its way out. And that's some serious exit velo. Pretty elite, and he caught it just right to get it up in the air as well.
And now it's Christian Walker. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some hitters in your lineup that make contact. One out, base is empty. And a foul ball. And a 1-2. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Now the catcher up to hit, Yainer Diaz.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That clips the corner. Diaz hitting 5th in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3. 2-run shot for the Astros this inning. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Kansas City Royals baseball on the show Midwest. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Christian Javier. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Alvarez hauls it in, and there's one away. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. One thing these guys do very well is stay out of the double play. They've hit into the fewest of any team in the league, Chris.
Well, Boog, we don't see situational hitting as that art as much as we used to because guys are slugging the ball, they're hitting it over the fence. But when you see a team that has the ability to shorten up, hit behind runners, and go first to third or first to home, man, that just adds to the element of what you're able to do in other ways with the bat. So opposing pitcher better not walk anybody or give them free base runners because these guys know what to do when men are on.
One of my favorite stats all time, 1997, the Hall of Famer Craig Biggio played in all 162 games for the Astros on AstroTurf, and he never hit into a double play. Now, Vinny Pasquantino. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. One out, the runner at second here in game one of this three-game set. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
Time called.
After the loss yesterday afternoon where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
Man at second. Not close
2-2.
with that one. It's 2-2. On the ground, right side. Throw to first in time.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler up at the plate.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And there's a foul ball. Two outs. And that one gets past the catcher. Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
With a runner at third. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and it's a one-run game. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't, and this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Squirts away a little bit to second, and he's out. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. But they pick up one run on the RBI single, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long. Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Lugo back to work. Curve in the dirt.
1 ball, no strikes.
Bounce to the right. Pasquantino steps on the bag. 1 out in the second.
Batting 7th, the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. And it's fouled away. Pena launched a homer in his most recent game. Bunting for a hit, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And ball one.
That's a ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
So 2 down now, and here is Chas McCormick. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. And that's in for a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Astros 2 and the Royals 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. And down the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Right through there for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. And strike 1 to the catcher.
0-1.
And a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really nice sequence for the quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead, 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there.
Slings to first. Royals set down in order. Royals bats are quiet there, and our score remains 2-1. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. In there at the knee. And that one is lifted in the air. Blanco makes a nice running catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch. Altuve officially joined the 2,000 hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a Houston Astro. 3rd player in club history with 2,000 hits and 200 home runs. Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, those are the 2 others, and that's some great company, Boog.
That misses. Ball 1.
1-1.
That one missed.
That's low.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Got him swinging.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Center fielder, number 14, Mauricio.
2 outs, base is empty.
Dubon.
Now the number 2 hitter, Mauricio Dubon. Fly to left his first time. Inside. Ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground, Garcia to first, and that will end the inning. Offense held in check there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Astros 2 and the Royals 1. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and to the plate for Kansas City, Dairon Blanco. Ball 1, no strikes. Up the middle, base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. Maybe expecting a bunt here. 3rd baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Runner on the go. There's a ball.
Outside.
Throws it away. Right-hander kick steals.
Ball, that's up.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him.
Runner on the go again. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Down the line, and it's foul.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Kyle Isbell in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man at second. Runner goes again. Sack bunt towards third. Bare hand has to hurry. And he beats it. He's safe.
The center fielder, number 28.
Racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. Fly to left his first time. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throws it away.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board. Get two runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Ripped, but it curls foul. That's inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with two strikes out of the zone.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Now fly ball to right center. Dubon sizing this one up. Squeezes it. Both runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-2.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one is absolutely belted. That's a base hit. In comes the runner from third.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One down. Here's a big power threat. Vinny Pasquantino. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And that one is inside ball 1. Pitch out. but no action. Still only one out here in the inning. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw to second. Save. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
In the air, left field. Alvarez in position. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Thought about third there, but throws on the brakes. 2 away now. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Jorge Soler. RBI single his last time up. Softly hit to third. Paredes fires over to first. They limit the damage here. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Royals 3 and the Astros 2. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, Aaron Jordan steps in to take his hat.
Alvarez.
And that is out of play.
Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ripped on a line to center. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Now he'll turn for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now a chance for Christian Walker. And that one fouled off. Man at second. Fouled off. He was late. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
No outs. Runner on second. Foul ball still 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, that's the moneymaker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Diaz in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Little chopper rolls foul. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. Grounded out his first time up. And there's a ball.
That's down.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Blanco makes the catch, and that is that. 1 left for Houston, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. Back here in Kansas City, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's going to be Bobby Witt Jr. And the slider just misses.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL-NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boo.
And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now, Salvador Perez. Late swing fouled off. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Foul ball there.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And next up for the Royals, Michael Massey. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a foul out of play. Fought off foul. Witt, the runner at second with 1 away. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes Witt around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a...
There goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw to second, and great jump.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Left field, way back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And they add to their lead. It's 6-2.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Christian Javier departs, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Pitching change here. Lance McCullers Jr.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Stepping in, Kyle Isbell. Alvarez makes the play, and it's out number 3. 2-run shot for the Royals this inning. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show.
Just some whips we roll. Oh, always we know.
And we're back. Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Oh, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Foul ball.
Well, these Astros looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Caught him looking for the K. Chas McCormick up next for the Astros.
Chas McCormick.
He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
It's 0-1.
That one fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Goes down looking.
Probably showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Myers in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one fouled off.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Finish him.
And that one in the air center field. Isbell has this one sized up. Brings it in. And that is that. Stepping in the long ball threat, number 21. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Wood! 1-1. That's the ball.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Next offering down in the dirt. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. 0 for 2 in this one. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Runner on the move. And first offering is fouled off. Runner goes again. They pitch out.
1-1.
Throw to second. Tag out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
McCullers winds, fires. That one missed.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
One down, base is empty. Grounds one to short. Pena slings to first in time.
The right fielder, number 12, Jorge.
And now here is Jorge Soler. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Outside low. And that is ball one. Swing and a miss. And he got him to chase.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Diaz collects, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So they go quietly there. We're through 5. It's the Royals 6 and the Astros 2. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Lugo back to work. On the ground to third. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Mauricio Dubon up next for the Astros.
Mauricio Dubon.
Right through there for a strike.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
It's softly on the ground to third, and that's a foul ball. The Royals leading by 4, and we're the top half of the 6th. Struck him out looking. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered in this game. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, and at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
That clips the corner.
That hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. On the warning track, and hauls it in. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the power speed combo. Bobby Witt Jr. Base hit, and the leadoff man aboard. Next is the Royals catcher, Salvador Perez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Witt on at first, nobody out. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine.
Now
that's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Next is the designated hitter, Michael Massey. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
That's too low. And the count is 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that is downstairs. 2-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Christian Walker.
And first offering is fouled off. Lugo ready to fire now. And a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Yainer.
So up next,
Diaz.
Yainer Diaz. Splits the plate. It's 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Runner at first with no outs here. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now batting, the third baseman, Isaac.
2 down, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. In there, and it's 0-1.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Next offering is downstairs. The Astros down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7.
Finish him.
Got it. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Astros are down quietly. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Dairon Blanco.
Blanco.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Dubon makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Garcia.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
1 down, base is empty. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This looks like extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Now the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That's out to center field. Dubon sizes this one up. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Now batting, number 21.
Now it's the second baseman. He's been a great free agent side. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the bottom of the 7th. The other way. He's got it, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Royals 6 and the Astros 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Just missed. Lugo still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
Swinging a grounder foul first base side. Ground ball up the middle. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Well, he did all he could in short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
Man at first, and stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. This kid, a 21st round pick out of Millersville University in Pennsylvania.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
In there for strike 1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Oh, 1 now. That one the other way, and foul ball. Down on strikes, looking for the 2nd straight plate appearance.
Boom, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. That's in there.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his
0-1.
breaking ball today.
And he dodges
1-1.
that fastball. Rolled over to third. Garcia tossed to second, and they'll just get the one.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Up next for the Astros. Up the middle with, and that is that. So one hit is all they get. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Royals 6 and the Astros 2.
Pitching for
Back
Houston.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
50.
bottom of the 8th. Taylor Scott.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And first offering is fouled off. Just
Ball.
missed.
That's high.
Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting,
Jorge
right
Soler
fielder,
getting ready to
Jorge
hit.
Soler.
Up and
That's the
in.
ball.
And that's ball 1.
1-0.
Pasquantino gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next pitch is outside. Activity in the bullpen.
2-0.
Sean Dubin, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Sousa, the lefty, warming up as well. And that one lifted in the air center field. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop Bobby.
So man aboard. Bobby
Jr.
Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Gets him to chase after that one.
Sometimes being lucky
0-1.
is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive. Dubon giving chase. Can't reach it and finds the gap. Coming home. He'll score. And his 3rd hit of the game is a triple.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now at the plate, Salvador Perez. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and it's now a 6-run lead. Michael Massey, the next to hit, 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That is upstairs for ball 1. Fouled off left side. Strike 2.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is
1 ball, 2
fastballs.
strikes.
You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
That misses.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. So digging in, Tyrone Blanco. And first offering is fouled off. 2 runs across in the inning. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that misses.
That's the ball.
And the count even 1-1.
1-1.
Swings through that.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, Royals 8 and the Astros 2. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
And he grounds one to the right side, and that chance handled. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Yordan.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered here in this one. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
On the ground, right side. On the run, sends it over to first, and very nicely done for the out. So it's their last chance in this one. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Right through there for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Finish him.
Lugo is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start, who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory. But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
8-2 the final here for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
Traders, I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor, you bohemian haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, I give me cakers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the papers. While I'm my shots are jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you them because your papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing papers. And they call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Military, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, I press you on you on your stoop. With body shots, take your body drop. I ain't got the hammer cock, the body. Thinking we talk about, we should have called the truce. Shout to all my that be waiting to make the part thing less.
We need each other. We have to have each other for our survival. From the revolutionaries to the conservatives, a black united front is what we're about.
Yeah. To make another mob, to change another God, an angel from the Lord in ceremonial garb, the big homie in charge, main culprit at large, emerged over the odds, the victorious odds, the talented Mr. Trotter, a midnight marauder, if it's blood in the water, no stopping the top shotter, I drop multiple arms like candelabras on a mission. I'm chasing chicken like a chupacabra. Salute your father, I'm headed back to Wakanda after the drama. Rappers get better back to the trauma. To the lion separated from the pride. I rule Zion, I am the most hated one alive. A group was fired, another one I represent the unwanted, undesired. Wash my hands of it all, then raise one and testify to lyrical. I'm guilty but justified.
I started running the streets when I was 9. When I started running around at 9, I knew what I was gonna do when I was 10.
Trust the vibe, Winnister, fly sinister, Philly certified finisher, the prime minister, and God's image, the monument, the homages to the problems, acknowledging how to apply penance for the transgressions that I've accepted, and acquiescence of my own presence as I inspected my loaded with y'all just don't get it. So stream it at your own discretion, every answer question, investment in your own protection. They be like black, well who knew we'd be receiving a new you? This Paul Zulu and Farrakhan, me Pharaoh Khufu, misinterpret my level of genius and call it cuckoo. But the Swahili meaning of freedom is still you huru. To the booth guru, I deliver the truth to you. Who got the nerve to act as if this isn't proof to you that I will mobilize a militia and troop to you? No telling what I got in the system to do you. If it's too brutal, look the other way like I'm robbing you. But surrender all your valuables as if I'm you as I slide. The hassle to the side like a tassel, the facade of the place I reside. It's like a castle, I'm the honorable. Pin say noir, my nom de gar. I'm the czar, the big king of Paris is my kind of car. I'm the R, I'm the L, I'm the Kane. All correlated, unadulterated power, the king. Been coronated.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Kansas City Royals. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport. Bobby Witt Jr., always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. I mean, this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
So, almost ready to get underway, and towing the slab here, Michael Wacha. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Okay, all set to go. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Fastball for a strike. And we're underway. And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
1-2. And misses inside. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect. And halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Here's the guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Just missed. Dubon, a former Gold Glove winner, 30 years old now, and he was born in Honduras. 1 out, bases empty. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 2-0. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field, and it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a flare down that right field line, and he got it to drop in fair. I guarantee you, he was yelling, get down, as he ran out of the box because, Boog, sometimes you just got to talk to it.
And the 0-1.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that is out of play. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Garcia on the move. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Man at first, one away. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And a base hit right there. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Christian Walker up next for the Astros.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Runners are at the corners, one away. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
The pitch. That one hit to right. Soler getting an angle on it. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. 2 left for the Astros, and now the Royals will get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show.
There's a strange wind blowing. It's coming back around.
Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and starting in this one, Framber Valdez. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. Righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his delivery, change up his look, somehow get them off of his primary pitches and even those secondary pitches. So we'll see how he does it in this one.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1-2.
Out to short. One gone, bottom half of the first. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah, Boog, and I like his chances of making an impact in this game today. He's facing a lefty on the hill, and you know he loves lefties. He's hitting over 350 against left-handed pitchers this season, so he could be in for a huge performance in this one.
And now the rookie second baseman, big-time power. He's 3rd in the AL in home runs. And the first pitch misses in the dirt. And another ball. That's hard hit on the line. And foul ball. And the 3-1. Tap foul at the plate. And that one ripped into right. Myers pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Batting third, the first baseman, Vinny.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's a big power threat. Vinny Pasquantino.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
That missed by a lot. 1-0. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. 2 outs, base is empty. Back to the mound. It hit him. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Runner at first with 2 away. Jorge Soler up at the plate. The leading home run hitter in the American League. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
And that one pulled foul. Pasquantino, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Diaz down to first with it. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Royals leave 1, scoreless after 1. Back here in Kansas City, top of the second. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Waka back to work. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Fly ball to right. Dives, and it gets by.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And that one. No score here in the second. And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And there's one down.
Batting up, the right fielder, number 6, Jake Myers.
Next to hit, Jake Myers. Lifted in the air, out to left. Blanco gets under it. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Altuve in the box now, takes strike 1. Up the middle, and no one can get there. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Tonight we gon' flex. I just got a check. What I spend it on. Got it on my neck.
We head to the bottom of the second. So up now for Kansas City, Salvador Perez. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a foul ball. Valdez, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Tap back to the mound. Sends it to first and quickly one away in the second. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals.
Witt Jr.
And the first offering is not close.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Grounder might be two. Flips it. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. That is the inning. So 1 left for Kansas City. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Right through there for a strike. In the air, left field. Blanco under it. Balls it in, and there's one away. Here's Jordan Alvarez. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Alvarez.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Blanco makes the grab. 2 down. So next up for Houston, Christian Walker. Struck out looking at his first at bat.
Walker.
Fastball for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And a foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Astros go down 1-2-3, and we're still knotted at 0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Dairon Blanco. Fought off foul. Swing at a high fly ball right field. And there's one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kyle.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's Kyle Isbell. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
That misses. 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Good job to fight that one off. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Could be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's there with a double.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the number 2 hitter. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. 1 out and a runner at second. Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. Ball 1 there. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop 3rd strike. And to the plate for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino reached on an infield single his first time. And he hits a ground ball right side. Altuve slings to first. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. 3 innings complete, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. On a line out towards center. Isbell makes the grab on the run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Fires over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. And he's already singled in this game. Right through there for a strike. Pena measures 6 feet even, 27 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018. And he punches one right back up the middle. That's what he does. Great contact. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Taps softly to the right side. Takes it himself. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So the Astros lead 1. Still no score. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, John Chavi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jorge Soler. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
Well, these Royals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Next is the Royals catcher, Salvador Perez. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time.
One ball, no strike.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Bobby.
Here's some real power at the plate.
Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. Now it's Hunter
Now
Renfroe.
back, the designated hitter, Hunter Renfroe.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Dubon settles underneath it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put. And there are 2 outs. So up next,
Now
Michael Garcia.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion.
That one is absolutely belted. And that should be extra bases. 1 run's in. The second run scores. It's 2-0. He's safe at third. It's a 2-run triple.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now it's going to be Dairon Blanco. Two outs. And there's a foul ball. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So the Royals batting order turns over. And now the center fielder, Kyle Isbell, 1 for 2. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
In the dirt, and it scoots away. Out at the plate. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they pick up a pair here, both coming on this 2-run triple. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Myers.
Waka back to work. That's a little bit low.
Well, these Astros finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And he handles it himself for the out.
Now second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. This one in the air, center field. Isbell should have this one. Puts it away for the out.
The center fielder, number 14,
Mauricio Dubon will hit next. He is singled and he is flied to left. And that one clips the corner. Foul ball.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the #2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
Check swing of the 0-2, appeal to first, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Royals 2 and the Astros nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Kyle Isbell. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
And the lefty with the 0-1. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, number 21.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count is 0-2. Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. And the 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Royals, but they're on top 2-0. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez.
Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a ground ball, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Just found a way to slap that ball down the 3rd baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And the batter now, Christian Walker, pulls that one foul. Man at second. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. You're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, still 0-2. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. fouled off, and they'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now, just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in, so hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. First pitch, not close. Runner at second here, 1 gone. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Stays alive. Swing and a ball popped up under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And next to hit for
Now
Houston, Isaac
Third baseman,
Paredes.
Isaac Paredes.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Center field, Isbell moving under it, and he makes the catch. And that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Royals 2 and the Astros nothing.
Now pitching for
Back now
Houston.
for the bottom of the 6th, and
Number
there's a new pitcher on the
66.
mound, Sean Dubin.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And the batter now,
Leading up
Jorge
for the
Soler.
Royals, the right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Popped up left side. Pena flying after this one. Reaching down, makes the catch. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals.
Jr.
He's 2 for 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. The Astros have some action in their pen. Brian Abreu getting ready to go. Sousa getting loose as well. And it's even up. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To Pena at second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Royals 2 and the Astros nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. That's through there for a strike.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
That's off the mark, and now it's even 1-1. And that one hit to first. He'll do it himself, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Now it's the DH, Chas McCormick. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. First pitch misses.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Right through there for a strike. Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Now here is Jake Myers. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. 2 outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. On the ground to first. He takes it on his own, and the Astros put down in order. Nothing doing there for Houston, and they're down 2-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The designated hitter, Hunter Renfroe.
He swings and fouls one off. Hard hit left side. And Renfroe is retired.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Garcia.
Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Out to short, Pena. Tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick.
Blanco.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Tosses to first.
Yep,
3 up, 3 down, inning over. Royals bats are quiet there. They're up 2-0. Back here in Kansas City, we go to the 8th. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jose Altuve. Waka back to work. This to third. Zips it across. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Mauricio Dubon up next for the Astros. 1 for 3. Called strike right there.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Liner snagged it first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Alvarez stands in now and watches strike 1. And it's fouled away. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Around first, heading for 2. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Really important at bat coming up now.
So runner at second, 2 down. And stepping in for the Astros, Christian Walker. And that one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fouled off down the right side. In the air, right field. Soler getting an angle on it. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Houston. They're still down. It's 2-zip.
Now pitching for
Back
Houston.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Bennett Sousa.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Isbell.
Isbell, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike 1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's inside. 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Brian Abreu up and throwing. Ground ball, Walker. He steps on the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vinny.
2 down, bases empty. And now the first baseman. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
2 down, nobody on. Outside low, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 strike.
And right back to the mound. Over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
That's in there. Strike 1. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
And that misses. And 1-1. Out towards right center field. Isbell on his way over. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
He's 2 outs away. Isaac Paredes digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. The Royals trying to close out a 2-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Hit on the ground to short. Witt. And they're down to their last out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throw to first. That'll do it. And the Royals get a shutout on the mound.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
I spoke freely when the people needed me. I helped them. I didn't gloat, even told them no when the vultures came. Took control of my fleshly body when the money changed. Son, you don't know, but your heart is closed. I can tell residue that linger from your past creates itself. Father, I'm not perfect. I got urges, but I hold them down. But your pride has to die. Okay, Father, show me how. Tell me every deed that you done and what you do it for. I kept 100 institutions paid. Okay, tell me more. I put 100 hoods on one stage. Okay, tell me more. I'm trying to push peace in LA. But you love war. No, I don't. Oh, yes, you do. Okay, then tell me the truth. Every individual is only a version of you. How can they forgive when there's no forgiveness in your heart? I can tell you where I'm going. I can tell you who you are. You fell out of heaven because you was anxious. Didn't like authority, only searched to be heinous. Isaiah 14 was the only thing that was covered. What up, y'all? Yeah, soundtrack, what's poppin', baby? Woo! Y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that 1st and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped. Landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing. He couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand understand it. Branded since the first kick flip he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit. Cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here. So I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go. And so we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push and coast. My man got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet. Been on killing himself, is what his mama said. But he was feeling himself, got a little more swagger in his style. Met his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. Love is what was happening to him now. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these aerials and varials. And I don't think this board is strong enough to carry two. She said bow, I weigh 120 pounds. Now, let me make one thing clear, I don't need to ride yours, I got mine right here. So she took him to a spot he didn't know about. Some odd in the apartment parking lot. She said, I don't normally take dates in here. Security came and said, I'm sorry, there's no skating here. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just lovers intertwined with no place to go. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push, yeah, and coast. Yeah, swanky. Yeah, before he knew he had a crew that wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB dunks. They would push till they couldn't skate no more. Office building lobbies wasn't safe no more, and it wasn't like they wasn't getting chased no more. Just the freedom was better than breathing, they said. An escape route they used to escape out when things got crazy. They needed to break out. They'd head to any place with stairs, any good grinds, the world was theirs. And they four wheels would take them there until the cops came and said there's no skating here. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just rebels without a cause with no place to go. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come roll with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push. Swanky.
welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The national spotlight is on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Kansas City Royals. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport. Dairon Blanco, always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
Almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Michael Lorenzen.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Lorenzen was dominant the last time. Outside. And it's 1-1.
Talking about that shutout, he really had everything working for him. Not many pitchers nowadays who can turn a lineup over 3 times and still be effective, Boog. So what he did is impressive.
Soler pulls it in on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Alvarez in his 6th season, 27 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Yordan Alvarez. Now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound in this one, Luis Garcia.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And a pitch. And that drops in for a strike.
One ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Out to short. Sends it across to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting second.
And here now the lineup for the Royals. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Line to left. Alvarez makes the grab for the second out.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it.
That
But
is
sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those loop hits to get a knock sometimes.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in the long ball threat, Vinny Pasquantino. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Batting fourth.
Just
the
kept
right
it
fielder,
simple. Played
Jorge
Pepper with the middle of the infield and
Soler.
took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. The American League leader in RBIs this year. Tap foul at the plate. Pasquantino off of first with 2 away. And that is out of play. And a foul ball, he stays alive. In the air, center field. Dubon settles underneath it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. Royals lead 1. We played an inning, no score. All set for the start of the inning, and now it's Christian Walker.
Number 8, Christian Walker.
Lorenzen back to work. There's a strike. Lorenzen, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. On the ground. Oh, great stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
At the plate, Yainer Diaz. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. That one fouled off.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it. When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And now Isaac Paredes. Next offering is fouled back.
Finish him.
Two outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Astros are down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the second. So we're down for Kansas City. Bobby Witt Jr. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Up the middle, and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So here's the Royals DH, Michael Massey. Down and in, moved his feet. On the ground, could be two. Altuve over to second, over to first, safe. Michael Garcia now at the plate. Drove in both of their runs last night. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Out to short. Sneaks through, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. So digging in, Dairon Blanco, 2 for 6 so far in the series. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Here comes the 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
The 0-2. Next offering is outside. 2 on, 1 out. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Altuve, and he'll hold on to it, so they get 1. Here's the speedy catcher, Freddie Freddie.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. That's in for a strike. No throw, he's in there safely. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 left. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Lorenzen winds and deals. There's a swing and a miss.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Runner takes off. Pitch outside. And safe. It's a stolen base. Pena leads off second with nobody out. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Into center and a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 1-0.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So the batting order turns over, and next to hit for Houston, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Man at second. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. That one ripped. Blanco takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Out to short with. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Ready.
Base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kyle.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. He's 0 for 1. That one is absolutely belted. And this one carries into the party porch for a home run. Now that's quite the party favor. His 9th homer of the year. It's 2-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of StatCast.
Well, this one wasn't hit that high, but when you can launch it at 111 miles per hour off the bat and get some backspin, it'll carry enough to get out of here.
Here's the second baseman.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the last half of the 3rd. Comebacker to the mound. Handles, throws to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swing and a ball lifted left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
Now here is Jorge Soler. And a foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. Pasquantino leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. 3 innings in the book on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. And they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2-2 now. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. Christian Walker getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time. That's the third. Oh, and it hits the base. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right, blasted it through the infield.
And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swinging a foul straight back. And that's a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Back-to-back base hits. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And now, Isaac Paredes. And fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone. And that one fouled off. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. 2 left on. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Royals 2 and the Astros 1. Back here in Kansas City, John Choppy and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Michael Massey. On the ground to the left, Pena. Whips it across. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now that's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Michael Garcia, the next to hit. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. That misses, and it's 1-0. Garcia, 25 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Myers hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 44.
2 down, bases empty. And next up for the Royals, Dairon Blanco. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2 is the count.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Next offering way off the plate. Got him swinging. Royals go down 1-2-3. They need it 2-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Foul ball there.
Well, these Astros looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. It goes down looking.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And he held back, according to Rusty Valentine. 1-1 now. Swinging a foul straight back. 1 out, bases empty. Fought off foul. Myers stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Blanco pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. No runs, no hit. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin.
The catcher, Freddie.
Garcia back to work. Nice grab. The throw, and they get the out.
The center fielder, number 28, Kyle.
Back to the top of the lineup, Kyle Isbell steps in for the Royals. He's already homered in this game. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
And the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Gloves it on the dive from his knees. The throw. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play. Dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. Just missed. And it's fouled away. Here's a high chopper. Royals set down in order. Nothing doing for the Royals as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Alvarez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
0-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Hard grounder just inside the line. Base hit. Now he'll turn for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
1 out, runner at second. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. 1 for 2. Late swing, fouled off. Man at second. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that's off the inside edge. Going to count 1-2. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. Fly ball center field. Isbell. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Royals 2 and the Astros 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Scott.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
3-4-5 due up for the home team. Vinny Pasquantino digs in now. He's 2 for 2. To the right side, and that one handled. On to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
The right fielder, number 12,
Jorge Soler steps in for the Royals. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Bennett Sousa appears to be getting loose. Dubin getting cranked up as well. The 0-2. And ball 1.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's out number 2.
Just a great slider right there, and I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, then he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. KC down in order, but they still lead it 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Drops into the glove. One away.
Now batting, shortstop.
And here is Jeremy Pena. Lifted in the air right center field. Soler makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Chas McCormick will hit next. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen. And it really looks like these hitters.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. his 4th home run of the season. And we're all square. It's 2-2.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game.